Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Total War Attila Rise of Rome Let's Play. So in the last episode, I went ahead, or between episodes, I went ahead and I spent all of the money from our income on, upgrading various buildings and whatnot. And, of course, we did manage to corner the Utes up in Francia, or Gaul, or whatever you want to call it. So basically, we have Titus Pullo's Legion right here. He can't move any further, but he's got them sort of cornered. They have to flee toward the coast if they want to go anywhere. And so, essentially, they're either going to abandon Rhodomagus or engage us, in which case we'll take this back or fight them. And we do have some enemies moving in various places. There is a little rebellion happening here that we'll need to deal with. And then we were attacked in the east at Sopiane, by one of these nomadic tribes, and so our legion here, the 10th Legion, is going to have to go deal with that. And so I figured, given all that the 10th Legion and their general has done for us, it was time that he got a real name and not just a randomly generated one. So I would like to introduce you guys, reintroduce you guys to Marcus Cornelius Justus, who will be leading the 10th Legion. He has been leading the 10th Legion since basically the start of this playthrough, but now he's got a real name given by you guys, the subscribers. So he's going to be attacking them, and hopefully we can sort of pin them here. They could try to flee, but I do have other legions to the south that could come in and help. I've also noticed over here that we have sort of an interesting situation. Ramallah is not doing so great, and the faction that holds it is not doing so great either. As far as I know, they're a single province faction. We'll take a look. But I also noticed that we have some Ostrogothic separatists right here. And so that means if we could take this province, this turn, we could hand it right over to the Ostrogoths, or the Ostrogothic separatists, excuse me, and try to turn them into some sort of buffer state. I don't know if they would accept or if they would be too friendly toward us even if they did. But it's an idea, because I don't really want to have to hold this land, but I would like somebody friendly on, this border here. So it's something to consider. And we do have at least one, if not two, legions capable of doing that. It looks like the Emperor's Legion is maybe a bit too beat up. But Bacchus is ready to roll, and he can get there this turn. So it's something to consider. It would be maybe a bad idea to leave over here, though, because he is sort of holding together the public order in that area. But it might be worth it to secure that border along the Danube River. So anyways, I guess we'll start with this battle right here and see how this goes. I'm hoping that they don't flee, but they probably will. Yeah, I assumed as much. And of course they fled just outside of my... Wow, they're still going, huh? That was interesting. They marched quite a while after we engaged them there. So it looks like they're gone. That's unfortunate. And they are moving towards Sirmium, which is not doing particularly well. Unfortunately, there's not a lot I can do about the public order here. The instability will sort of right itself eventually. But because this village or this settlement got sacked, the food is in negative as well, and so it'll be about a turn before we can fix that. In fact, I'm just going to dismantle this. And we'll see what we can build there next turn, but I could probably just upgrade this and solve that. But I might build a farm here again, I don't know. But we'll open it up so we have, complete freedom on the next turn to sort out this public order issue. Right, well with that sort of out of the way, we can't really do much else about it. The question becomes, where do I send this legion? Do I send them south and commit this way, or do I sort of keep them where they are? I guess what I could do is maybe... Yeah, let's just garrison this. That should help resolve the public order a bit. But I imagine that they might try to come over here and attack this. And that could be a bad thing for us. So I might need to defend the river, but it's a bit late for that, isn't it? No, I can still get over there. I don't remember exactly where they crossed. I think they went up this way. I don't know. I'm going to move these guys right here, and that should sufficiently block them from moving back through here towards Savaria or back to Sopene. So their only move is really south to Sirmium, and I'm pretty sure I can defeat them with a walled settlement, regardless of what they have. So let's see. With the Emperor, he is in Dardania. Okay. And the public order here is doing pretty well, but most of that is due to military presence. So we'll have to resolve that on the next turn as well. But it looks like things are hanging in there. I guess if I send you out, he'll still keep it in the positive, so that should be fine. Let's look at the Ostrogothic Separatists. I'm curious. Well, actually, we need to look at these guys as well. So the Gepids. Yeah, only a single region, which means that we can, you know, just conquer them outright and take that. It didn't really matter, though, because we could, of course, what's the word I'm thinking of? We could just, you know, take this settlement itself and then give it over. We don't need to necessarily conquer their faction to do it, but we would be destroying their faction completely if we take it. Or at least turning them into a nomadic faction, but given that they only have the one army, you know, they would get wiped out. So, Ostrogothic Separatists, they don't like me very much, but their opinion is improving. It looks like culture and the fact that we're an empire is really putting us on people's bad sides. There's not a lot I can do about that. They are Christian, though, so you think they'd be a little bit more friendly toward us. I mean, they're a different type of Christian, but they are still Christian. They're not pagan, so one would hope that that would make them a little bit friendlier. And then we're sort of running into trouble with the Franks. We were hoping that we could make them into allies, but once the Saxons were defeated, they stopped liking me so much. So the Utes actually screwed me twice over here. Not only have they been taking my land, but by defeating the Saxons as well, they actually took away like the one thing I had to make the Franks like me.
Good and noble friend, what an honor you do us.
We're still working on it, and we are still working on converting them to Christianity, but you know, it may take a while. So I say let's grab Bacchus's Legion here, the 22nd Legion, and let's go hit this settlement.
Laying siege to the settlement.
And they will automatically get roped in. And do I want to fight this? There's really no need to, but I don't remember the last time we fought an offensive battle, so I think we'll go ahead and do it. When I play by myself, I auto-resolve a lot of these. Basically, if I think the AI can handle it, I'll auto-resolve it, but I'm trying not to get into that habit in this series, because obviously you guys want to watch the battles as much as, probably more than you want to watch like the, you know, the turn-based strategy part of this. So let's quick save, and another campaign going, but whoops, oh well. I've been playing the 1077 medieval mod on my own time. I'm actually thinking about starting a series on it because it's a lot of fun. It's not finished, and it's a bit rough, but it's fun and it's kind of unique. There's a lot different units and different play style. I'm enjoying it. Anyways, let's go ahead and fight this one. Alright, it's dry. That's fine with me. Let's go ahead and deploy. We do have artillery, which is going to give us a slight advantage here, but the question is, where do we want to approach from? Because this is kind of an awkward layout. I don't want to be attacking any towers if I can help it. It looks like there are two over here, but none on this side actually, so we might approach from here. Or we could approach from this direction, a little bit more straight on, and just send somebody to go deal with that immediately. That's a thought as well. My concern is that over here we're going to be getting, or at least if I were the one defending this, I would have archers set up here raining arrows down. And at least over here, we've got to pretty much straight walk up to them. But I don't know. I guess I'll deploy here. So I'm gonna do the spears along the front. Actually, I'll cut here, get it laid out, and just explain what I did real quick after. Okay, so we're ready to start the battle. Basically what I've got here is my spearmen lined up across the front in pretty tight formation. I have the Fotorati spears on either flank. I like them as sort of like end cap units because they can do square formation if they're about to get flanked by cavalry or whatever. And they also have javelin precursors or whatever. So if cavalry or you know what have you decides to charge them, they can sort of deter them by throwing those things as well. And then behind the spears I have my 2 Legio. They also have javelins that they can throw, so they make a nice little like backup skirmisher unit. As the enemy charges, they can throw over the top. And once the enemy's engaged with the spears, I can charge them in wherever I need them, or you know, send them around the flanks. Up front, we've got all of our archers, and then behind either flank, I have more javelin skirmishers. Basically, I have a levies and a brigand on each side, because I'm not sure if one's better than the other, so I figured I'd just make them, you know, equal. And then 2 scout cavalry out to the right and a Germanic warband out to the left, and then the general in the back guarding the artillery. So that's our formation. Let's go ahead and get the battle started, and we'll see where they decide to deploy. I'm going to move up like this, more or less. I mean, this terrain's pretty rough, so it's going to be hard. But we want to avoid the towers where we can. Let's get that moving. And I think the scouts can capture stuff quicker. Yeah, excellent capture power. So I'm going to send them in after this. They'll take some damage from that tower, but they'll capture it quicker than anything else would. And maybe go after those archers as well. We'll see. I probably should have put everybody on single speed rather than double speed. But live and learn. So let's see. Yeah, everybody slow down a bit. And then what are they going to do? Are they just going to charge me? Archers, why don't you go ahead and start lighting them up? You guys need to be moving a little bit quicker. Let's get over there. It looks like they're going to just run the hell away, so I'm just going to capture the tower. Yeah, go do that, please. And once we've taken that, we'll have no more threat from it. You guys gonna start firing, maybe? There it is. I've got flame arrows on. I tend to default to those, unless, you know, I'm facing something that requires something else. But flame arrows are pretty good. They, you know, lower morale and stuff, which is usually more important than kills. Generally, you break enemies before you kill them. I'm going to have the warband... Actually, I'm going to have the warband get after those archers. I think my archers can handle this. They're not getting past those arrows by any means. So I'm going to crush this ranged unit here, since there's really nobody that can stop me. And then... oh, good. Good. These guys are going to rally. Okay, well, I'll send my scouts in then. Let's have you guys maybe break them, or, you know what, completely shatter them before... Whoa. What was that? I don't know, but archers, I need you to hold fire. Because you don't need to waste any more arrows on those guys. Where'd the other one go? Oh, there they are. They're just overlapping. So one, go after the... crap. Get out of there, get out of there. Come back around this way. Is that just a... oh, it's just a Germanic levy. I could probably beat them out in the open, but that seems like a bad use of cavalry. So let's retreat a bit. We'll draw them in. And let our archers do some work on them. They've got shields, but they don't have very good armor, so shouldn't be too tough to, you know, light them up with arrows. Come on, come on, come on. Keep moving. And then you guys can come on back this way. I think I'm going to hold position for now. But as soon as this unit is dealt with, we'll probably go ahead and start moving up. Not that they're any real threat to us, it's just my archers are more efficient when they're standing still. Actually, they're getting out of our range, so we're going to have to move up anyways. We'll advance to there. Oh, they broke. Let's get you guys right about here. We'll hide behind those rocks. And the scouts, who did take some decent damage there, but overall are okay. We'll move you here. And I don't know if we're going to see any more enemies. They have reinforcements, but I'm not sure where they're coming from, or if they'll end up breaking before we even get to see them. Okay, so I'll advance a little bit further. Ooh, we're getting to a little bit of a bottleneck here. Right about there looks good. I'll put my cavalry... That's tough because they can't get over that, so they're kind of helpless up here. But I'll put them there. They'll have better vision if nothing else. And then the scouts... I'm actually going to send the scouts after this since they're taking fire from it anyways. And they'll destroy that. They'll probably take a lot of casualties in the process, but it'll be fine. And then I think we'll continue to move up. I might have to split my forces in two here because there's really no way for me to do this otherwise. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Yeah, where are these guys? Alright, so how do I split this evenly? I guess what I'll do is I'll just take you three, and I'm going to send you left up there, and then I'll take you two, send you right, with the Legio behind you. Actually, that doesn't really make sense, does it? Because they can skirmish, they can't. You know, whatever. It makes no difference. We've got this one already. I'll send you three with them, I guess. Sure. Wait, no, no, no. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted you two over here. And then you three. Just, yeah, in that general area. You get over here. Artillery, I just need you firing from there, I suppose. Is that the best spot for them? I don't know that it is. They're pretty far back there. Maybe I should just put them, like, here. And then general, I'm going to have you just hang out with them. No reason to put you in any danger if I don't need to. And then the archers are going to move up to here. Or not. Sure, do that. Okay. Let's see how that plays out. I guess I'll send you up that way as well. Actually, should I send them around just to scout? I don't know if I really need to. Yeah, keep moving. Maybe destroy that. I think somebody's hole up in here, but who or what, I don't know. There's the reinforcements. Oh, we're taking fire. Okay, well, you guys have a job to do then. Probably should have sent him that way and then these guys to capture this because they'll do it faster. But what are you going to do? Alright, get in here. These guys are a little bit quicker though. They'll get there sooner. In fact, just send all of them. And you guys can destroy this. That's the only unit they have as far as I know. They do have other reinforcements, but oh, I guess they're just getting here now, so we'll have to do something about that. Who is breaking? Oh, how did you get so far behind? Oh well, that's concerning. They got me pretty well flanked here. Right, so I need you guys to go skirmish. Like here. Wait, who do I have selected? Oh. Okay, you three. Let's get you over here. Since you guys are on that side, let's get you over there as well. I need you guys like that or something. And you two will be here. Archers, I would prefer it if you guys would maybe come man this. Who else is selected right now? It should just be the 4, right? I guess we just have 2. Yeah, we have too many for this wall is what it is. So archers, I want you there defending that. And you, since you're completely crushed, you're probably not going to be much use to me. But their artillery is destroyed as far as I can tell. Yeah. So I'm going to have the cavalry come back and take this. Meanwhile, you guys are going to move over here, and I'll have another use for you in a second. Okay, so this could be bad. They do have me in a pretty tough spot here, but I think we'll get into position in time. Their cavalry went back this way, so that's for the best, I suppose. Where are they going? They really have nowhere to go except for this way, so we'll see what they decide to do. I'm going to slow things down. See what this guy is trying to do here. But if they're going to attack my general, then, you know, by all means. I don't think they'll like what they run into. These guys are still completely fresh. I think some of my archers are out of ammo. I'm not sure. Where are the scouts going? I guess they're going around. That's fine if that's what you want to do. Just don't get caught up in this mess.
Our general is under attack.
Let's see. Where are you guys deploying? Perfect. Just get there quick. Because if they pin you back there, it's going to get messy. Alright, so they did attack the general. I don't think that'll be a problem. Mounted warband against Palatina guards, yeah. I don't think they got much of a chance. Right. Go ahead and, you know what? No, don't do that. Well, I think for spears it doesn't matter, but we found out the hard way with Legio that, they're not nearly as effective when they are in Testudo, which I guess makes sense. My archers are probably never going to get into position. Where the hell are you going? Get over here. I'll put these spearmen there. So they just broke. Let's get you up here. You guys continue throwing your javelins or whatever, and I think we got this one wrapped up. They just broke. There it is. Alright, so aside from me sort of not paying attention there and taking that one for granted, we did pretty well. Killed like 2 to 1. Not great, but I did basically leave one of my units out to dry, and really didn't react to the reinforcements all that well. But there's our victory. I am going to probably loot and occupy, because I don't plan on holding this. Nor do I hold any territory in this province. So we'll do that.
Ready for battle.
And now Ramallah is mine. Or it should be. There it goes. And I'm immediately going to hand that over. Or at least I hope they'll accept. Because if they don't, I might be in a problem here. If they don't, I'll just raise it to the ground. But
Time is better spent feasting and hunting.
gift region, Ramallah.
Be quick with your chattering.
Please, yes, okay. I probably should have maybe haggled a bit, but oh well. They should like me a lot after that. You guys are not going to be able to get home just yet, so this could be problematic. But for now, I think we'll be okay. So Bacchus, you leveled up. Let's get you Cunning. I don't know if Cunning is going to immediately benefit you in any way. Let's see here. Replenishment +6 for commanded force. We'll grab that, and I think we'll finish off cavalry commander as well. That looks pretty good. And then we can levy units from these guys. Ooh. Interesting. Let's see. Heavy spear infantry. They cost 170. Excellent armor. They don't look like they have armor. They look like they're wearing like tunics or something. Either way, I would be willing to sacrifice maybe some step bows for more cavalry. So say goodbye to him, and we will snag these guys. Cool. And that is that. So we'll send him home next turn. But we did just, you know, get rid of an enemy and add potentially a friend on our border, which is always nice. And we can levy units from them, which is even better. These guys, still not sure how we're going to deal with them. And then over in the very, very far west, we do have two problems here that Titus Pullo is going to have to deal with at some point. And then we're still sort of sitting on this northern border here at Hadrian's Wall trying to figure out what to do. It looks like Lucius Veranius, I don't know why I had such a hard time with that name. He just leveled up, so we're going to get him... How is your army's integrity? It's perfect, so we don't need any more of that. Let's take 2 of these. And, is there any... I don't know. I don't really want to spend more money on this legion if I can help it. Mounted raiders. He doesn't have a lot of cavalry. That might not be a bad idea. But anyways, I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to be aggressive here. I'm thinking I can probably jump right past them and attack the town, draw them both into it, and have one decisive battle that defeats them. But maybe, maybe not, you know? Either way, I'd like to subjugate them if I can, and, you know, that would allow me to recruit their units cheaper than hiring them as mercenaries. And then over here, we have a new legion springing up to defend against whatever this is. We're pretty sure it's a navy, so they might blockade us, but if they try to attack, they'll have very little luck. And then we have a navy of our own here defending against, you know, anything that might come this way, which, now that the Saxons are gone, probably won't happen. But, you know, that remains to be seen. So, I think it is time that we end the turn. You know what? We should probably do some faction stuff first, shouldn't we? I find that playing smaller factions is a lot more fun in this regard. With the Western Roman Empire, there's just way too much going on, and it gets to be overwhelming. But, where are you currently? I'd like to get you... Have you not held any of these? Interesting. Well, I'll make you a military count then. I can't believe you haven't held any of those offices. Strange. Right. So how is our loyalty looking? For the most part, it's okay. We've been winning battles, and that's the most important thing. Looks like one of my governors is a little bit low. So who has some... You have enough. Go ahead and secure his loyalty for me. And we need to find you a wife. Might have to look at arranging a marriage or something. That's difficult to do, though. But yeah, I enjoy playing smaller factions just because this screen becomes a lot more manageable. And it's more engaging when it's smaller, because then you actually have a reason to, you know, micromanage all your governors. Because if I was doing that with this faction, it would never end. But, you know, like in my playthrough with the 1077 mod, I'm, you know, spending a lot of time in this screen because my character has, you know, a pretty big family, and I have, you know, a lot of governorships and a lot of generals, and I'm, you know, micromanaging all of that, which I enjoy. But in a faction this size, it's not fun. So we need to end the turn. However, I think we're out of time for the day as well. So I suppose I will break off the episode here. And in the next episode, we'll immediately end the turn and see what happens. I imagine it'll be at least somewhat eventful, because we do have some hostile armies on our borders and in our lands. So it's only a matter of time before we get attacked. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Total War Attila with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.